Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the trilogy edition of Coffee and Conversation. I am Dark Riddler. We have here for the third time, y'all. It is the man, the myth, YouTube partner streamer, RTS Gamer. He is simply known as Disparity.
What up, everybody? What up?
How's it going? His stepfather.
Yeah, he showed me. He treats kids better than me. I'm the one who get bullied on the side. Dad never appreciates me.
Dad never appreciated me.
Dad, I knocked out 5 people. Yeah, and Tips knocked out 20. Okay. But I did it all on my own.
Sir, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing, good sir?
Man, other than the summer heat, dude, I've been honestly pretty damn great, truth be told. Just been trying to relax, trying to get things in order, trying to play catch up. There's a lot of trying, but, I'm getting it done, though. I'm getting it done for sure.
That's all that matters, man. What have you been working on exactly currently right now?
Okay, so in terms of at least content creation wise, I got like three scripts going on. One is about RTS games, one is about RPGs, another one is a review for Total War Pharaoh, and then just recording. And got a project going on with Derper. Derper 3 got a project going on with him that is for Total War Warhammer 3 as well. It's kind of similar to a video that we did like 2-3 months ago, and so we're getting that almost done. We've been working on it for about a week now. I'm almost done on my side. I just waiting on Derper to get his recording stuff in order. But yeah, like it's just a lot of projects and a lot of things, man. Trying to do this content creation world, because if you don't do it, it's not going to get done. So it is what it is.
And you read about that. And as both of us spent most of 2023 trying to build our brand, build our families together, and really trying to figure out like who's with us, who's against us, who has a problem with us, and all of that. But all in all, though, we ended up getting far more than we expected in 1 year.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. You are not wrong at all. Not wrong at all.
And now it's just a matter of building off of what we have now. Because, needless to say, like, naysayers have nothing they can say now. Anything of the sort.
Yeah.
The only thing at this point I feel like we're fighting is ourselves. And I say that because, how can I say this? As I've made it very clear, I'm a very big procrastinator myself. And especially this year because I had to move currently and everything else. Yeah. But now we see, since we're in that space of, hey, we're where everybody else wants to be.
Yeah.
It's exactly, for the most part, exactly like we were talking about how it would be.
Yeah.
And why we have that problem with certain people and everything else, as far as like in that status category.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once you, how can I say this? Once you get into yourself, it's like, okay, I'm there, but how can I separate myself from everybody else in the stuff that everybody already knows exists, been knew existed, just nobody wanted to really like speak on it due to whatever reason they come up with.
Yeah.
So in your case, you got it. Real-time strategy.
Yes.
You have about, last I checked, 16 playlists.
Oh, my playlist. I probably go beyond that right now. I'm gonna be honest. I think I lost count. Truth be told, like if I were to go right, like, I'm checking right now. I think I at least got about 20, maybe 30.
And that's last I checked, you literally had 16.
Now YouTube puts all my playlists together. Let me go to my analytics. I can tell you. And Patrick's not yet. We haven't gone to anything just yet. But we will though. Don't worry, Patrick's. We will. Because I'm gonna tell some truths later on today. Looking here, YouTube says, let's see, I at least got about 40 playlists. Now, I will say this though, about 4 of those are live stream playlists. So that means, like, you know, every year I've been live streaming for, they put their own playlists or whatnot. And then I have a couple which are tutorials. So I would say about between 25 and 30, something like that. So yeah, it's a good amount.
Okay. So even when you're in your genre, we'll just use that as the better word for this situation. It was probably harder for you than even for me.
Yeah.
If I'm just gonna outright just say it.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you and LG got partnered way before I. So let's just make that for the record.
Mm-hmm. So keep in mind for me, because, you know, put like this, I've been in the RTS or strategy genre for quite a while, you know, growing up and stuff like that. You know, I've been loved RTS games, stuff like that. But the problem is, now I don't like to put race into it and stuff like that, but there's a lot, RTS games does not appeal to a black audience, to the majority of black audiences, because, you know, the majority of black audiences are into what? Sports games, Call of Duty, stuff like that. So me being a black male doing RTS games, it's like a diamond in the rough, you know. It's really hard to find one. Like, I had a dude come to me say, like, wow, you're the first black guy I've seen play a strategy game. I'm like, oh, really? Didn't even realize that, you know, because it's so dominated by other different people that, you know, it is that rare. So I'm basically fighting an uphill battle. But, like, even then though, I don't complain about it too much. I'm just like, hey, I'm doing my thing, and people enjoy what I do. They'll enjoy what I do. They'll come no matter what at the end of the day. And that's what's been going on. You know, hell, who would have thought that I would even be like over 1,000 subscribers in about a year and a half, you know, year and a little bit, was a year some change, you know, so it took a bit of time, definitely. But, you know, I do what I love.
I mean, and that's really what it should be about.
Yeah.
And which we gonna get on the whole thing in regards to content creating back then versus now, because I can even say it's changed between 2023 till currently.
I can say like, I could probably say it probably goes a little bit further than that, because when it comes to content creation, I myself go by generations, right? So, you know, the first generation content creators are like 2012 to like 2013, 2014-ish, right? That's like the first gen. Second gen is when I started, where we started to get a whole bunch of tools, but like the tools are still like kind of like very new and archaic, so they weren't refined like they are today. So like second generation is from like 2014, at least 2017. Now that third generation though, that's the generation where everybody was like, that's the generation when Ninja came in and he played that Fortnite with Drake. And that's when streaming finally went mainstream and changed the entire landscape to what it is today for the most part. And so that third generation, that was from like at least 2017 to 2020. Because now, from 2020 to now, everything has truly changed. And it's a lot harder to get through the door, put it like that. But that's how I look at it, though, for sure.
No, and that's fine. Like, my thing is like this. And we gonna actually have that conversation in regards to that video that's gonna get done. And I try not to. I don't wanna discourage people, but at the same time, it's like, the facts are the facts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and even me as a story-based adult-based content creator, it wasn't easy because I wasn't just doing the mainstream thing and all of that. or doing the day one things. Like I know people now, one cat playing Grandiria, however the hell it's pronounced.
Yeah, Grandia.
You know what I mean? Like going back then, playing that kind of stuff, like which I haven't seen that game, let alone even heard the name in what, probably 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I'm like, okay, I can get with this. This is worth looking at. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Like sometimes nausea matters.
I have that game, by the way. I was just looking at it now. I have that game. Haven't played it yet, but I have it though.
You never actually played that?
Mm-hmm. I heard of the series growing up, but growing up, I was very selective when it comes to certain games I play. And then they modernized it or whatnot, correct?
Yeah.
And so now I'm able to finally get my hands onto it and actually dig down and play it. I just have it's on my schedule of games that I gotta play. Like I have a big the list of games. You got what do you call it? You got my backlog. And you got that schedule of games. So it's on there. It is on there.
Pax said I should stream with Kendra Lamar and Diss Drake and Ninja.
he spit though.
That's actually pretty damn funny. I can't even lie.
That is funny.
That's pretty damn funny. Hey, it'll put you on the map. Right with you doing your movie reviews. Which, by the way, man, I really enjoy that shit, dude.
No,
because you pull out movies that I don't expect. Very serious. Like, damn, okay. I forgot all about that damn movie. I mean, hell, I never want to rewatch Desperado.
Right.
But here's where is that from? Y'all, is it hard to do content creating now? I don't think it is. The hardest part to me, I personally feel like, because even I had to deal with this, even after I sat there and said there's one that does not exist for me, is that finding a fucking audience.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
That is a consistency. A lot of people ain't consistent.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. For what I know, when it comes to like YouTubing and stuff, right? Is that at least from the YouTube. Well, first I'll talk about from like the stream. I'm gonna talk about from the streaming standpoint first. Whether people will agree with me or disagree. At least in this day and age, in terms of streaming, if you are just worrying about trying to grow or become a Twitch partner, I am that person going to discourage you. It's not happening. It's not happening because there's just way too many streamers and not enough viewers up to be around to grow. And what I mean by this is that you can even check it out yourself. Like, how many followers or how many people have followed your channel over the past year versus like your viewership growth, basically. Like, you can average about 5 viewers or whatever, but how many people came back and said, yo, I enjoyed you as a streamer, because even those people are streaming themselves, so that even makes the viewing pool a lot smaller. Because again, like I said, when streaming when it went mainstream, the floodgates were open, and now everybody decided in the amount that they need to become a streamer, which is why I think around when COVID happened, there was a wave of people who finally realized that maybe the streaming thing isn't for me, and they just literally just like stop streaming altogether. Because I have plenty of people on my friends list, or not my friends list, but my following list, that just quit streaming because what's the point of streaming if you're not going anywhere? And I always ask this question, people. I thought about this myself back in 2020. I was like, how can I, when I go live on Twitch, I gain like a follower or two, but I lose like 2 to 3 to 5 or whatever, right? I'm like, what am I doing personally wrong in that instance? So I was just like, hey, I'm going to make a change for myself, and now I'm going to hop onto the YouTube train. Now let me talk about YouTube for a second, or any type of platform that has like an algorithm. Now I'll tell anybody this: if you are actually looking to grow, yes, look for a platform that has some type of algorithm to push your content forward into someone's eyes. Twitch still to this day does not have that. I would say this: they kind of do, but it's not as proficient as YouTube, basically. And so I would always tell people, okay, do you want to grow? Do you want to make a little bit of money on the side? Then start a YouTube channel, start a Rumble, start maybe an Odyssey, something like of the sort. That's where you want to start, and then keep streaming or something like Twitch or Kick as a secondary thing. Like that's not your main focus. That shouldn't be your main focus, at least in 2024, for me at least. And so that's how I see it.
that was earlier, sir. That was you missed that. That was about 11 o'clock this morning. You missed that one, sir. I do apologize. Great game, by the way. I'm enjoying it. No questions asked.
It's fun for sure. I love it.
Like they're serious. Like if it stays on that's the word I'm looking for. We'll use vibe. Fuck it. If it stays with the same vibe that it's going right now, I'll probably play 2.
Yeah.
No joke. Because I didn't even know they had the whole sad banter thing to it and all that. I just found that out getting into chapter 2. That's why I felt like once I got out of all the chapter 1 stuff, which I probably would deem the introductory to the game. I would call it that because really much all chapter 1 is just you pretty much having the beginning story to every single character.
Yeah.
And now chapter 2, it just seems like it's all coming. But back to the original statement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's where the thing comes in. Like, and you even brought it up, the difference between once you as we stream on multiple platforms, where you see a difference in your growth between Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I can pull up a month worth of numbers now from YouTube and then compare it to Twitch. And I can tell you right now, it's not even close.
Yeah.
I can give you numbers from 2023 of me being on Twitch and pull up my numbers from 2024 on YouTube, and you will see the big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I feel Pornhub has better growth than Twitch at this point. I mean, I can pull up those numbers too if you want. One video. I did one. And I've not been left alone since. That's all I'm saying. One. I gave them one.
That's fun. That's funny. That's funny. But he's not wrong though, because Pornhub has an algorithm which actually pushes your content.
Hey, I've actually shown this man some of my messages. Keep that in mind. This serious. But and everybody's going to debate this. I really don't care. And I don't even care about numbers. But at the end of the day, though, stats don't lie. You know how they say ball don't lie? Stats don't lie.
Yeah, man. Whenever I was transitioning over from Twitch and YouTube, people were like, "Disparity, good luck, bro. You're gonna come back to Twitch, crawling back X, Y, Z." I was like, "Man, okay, bro. I'm still doing YouTube to this day." And I keep in mind, I left back in late 2021, I think, October 2021. And those people who said that shit, by the way, keep this in mind. They not streaming anymore. First off, so where are they now? But then they make the excuse saying, "Well, I was streaming for this X, Y, Z." Okay, all right, then, dude. Just make whatever excuse that you want to make to make you feel, make yourself feel better at the end of the day, But
and plus, man, look who doing what, bro. You can go as low as what, $1 or $2 to become a member on somebody's fucking channel on YouTube. Versus what they changed it, to $6-7 now on Twitch?
Yeah. You can make it.
Are we really not seeing the difference, or are we just blinded to what's going on here?
I think it's more so that a lot of people are blinded because when it comes to this, right? YouTube was VOD first or video on demand or VOD first centric, while Twitch was live stream centric. So it came to like the whole, YouTube dominates the whole VOD space, right? But they sadly don't dominate the live stream space. While Twitch is the total opposite. But the difference is though is that it's a lot harder to monetize a live streaming service because you're going to get hit with ads and stuff constantly. And that's the thing that teeters a lot of people. While on YouTube, you can actually set if you want ads to play in your live streams or not, or if people subscribe to your channel. By the way, they don't get ads whatsoever, or even subscribe to YouTube Premium. And go ahead.
To be fair, don't Twitch still got that Twitch turbo thing that gets rid of ads, or is that gone?
Yes, they do. I believe they still have that, but it's not part of the Twitch. Now, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, though. They still do, but I don't think it's part of being a subscriber anymore to like a normal channel or something like that. Like it's not across the board anymore. So you have to subscribe to the channel and also subscribe to Twitch Turbo. But I could be wrong, though. Y'all will have to look up and search that up. If I'm wrong, tell me, let me know.
Yeah, because I thought that was supposed to make it so that you just outright eliminate ads altogether, regardless to who you watching. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong.
But again, Twitch is my platform, so I don't know a lot of stuff. I don't keep with Twitch like that. Not like that.
I literally got asked, like, and you know this because I told you about it when it happened. Like, I literally actually came back to Twitch because of Melina outright messaging me and asked me, "Hey, why don't you go back to Twitch?"
Oh, okay. I got it right here. So it's up to the channel owner to set ads or whatever for their live streams. They don't have to, but it's up to them. Actually, matter of fact, they're forced to set up ads. Because if you subscribe with Twitch Prime, or I'm sorry, not with Twitch Prime, but regular Twitch sub, you can still get ads. It's just up to the the channel owner. Now with Twitch Turbo, you don't get ads regardless, no matter what the streamer does. So there you go.
But don't that just mean that? So my question would be in regards to that. Then, if you have Twitch Turbo, are they treating it like YouTube Prime, where the channel owner still gets the money regardless, just because you're there?
I don't think so. I think Twitch keeps that subscription because you're subscribing directly to Twitch or not to the channel owner or not. So yeah, it's a weird thing. So even if the channel owner, even if you, let's say example, if I subscribe to you where they're on Twitch and you had it to set up with ads, right? I will still get ads even though I'm subscribed to you. Basically. Now, if you were to cut that off for subscribers wouldn't get that. So it's an option to have subscribers get ads or not. There you go.
Okay. I stand by what I said in my stream. I think you just pay $2 than asking you to pay $6 or $7. I understand the economy. I understand not everybody has that kind of money.
Yeah.
Ain't no damn way. That's too much. And plus, most I know use premium, like YouTube Premium. So, like, I use YouTube Premium.
Yeah, like the thing with YouTube Premium. Yeah, the thing with YouTube Premium, what a lot of people don't understand is that it does a lot more for the YouTuber than anything. Because first off, whenever the YouTube Premium user watches someone's video, they get the ad commission off that, so they make money. And then also YouTube Premium, you get access to YouTube Music, videos on demand, and other stuff through YouTube or whatnot, which is not bad. I mean, yeah, I think you pay like $15 a month for it, but it's not bad. It's not bad, especially if you use YouTube every single day.
How much do I fucking pay for YouTube? I actually don't know. I don't pay attention to this shit I subscribe to. That shit just get paid. I promise you. Like, Patreon come out once a month. The only reason why I know that because I get a notification when it gets taken. It takes it all out at once.
That shit really is high though. $6.99 for a sub though. I'm looking on Twitch right now. God damn.
Yeah, and they just changed it. They just recently changed it today.
I mean, I got money and all, but and that's just for a tier 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know where we're at.
Yeah. I'm not joking. But I me personally, I can't stress this enough. If you can do more than one, do more than one. I understand not everybody can do more than one, but I'm telling you now, and I stand by this, there's a meta on Twitch. If you are not following that meta, you're going to have a hard time.
Mm-hmm. He's not wrong.
Meta. Like, dead serious. I try to tell the people this. Mm-hmm. There's the reason why I originally left. But see, people don't want to hear that, even though it's true. I tell anybody, give YouTube about 6 months. And then compare your numbers between Twitch and YouTube.
I mean,
if you were somebody that's starting out trying to get someone, look at your difference in numbers.
I want to say this. There's a meta. There's also a meta on both platforms, but the meta on YouTube is a lot different. What I mean by different on YouTube is that it depends what area of YouTube that you're in and what you're doing. So, example here, on YouTube you have gaming, you have financing, you have artistry, you have music, you have et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a meta for each. Now, the current overall meta right now, especially because it goes on right now, is a lot of culture war stuff and a lot of politicalness that's going on Twitter. I'm sorry, not on Twitter, on YouTube. Now, a lot of people don't want to admit this. And a lot of people don't want to admit that if you want to just sit there and be part of the whole culture war stuff, that meta, just admit to be part of that meta. Quit trying to do both, like two things at once. And let me tell you what I mean by that is that people say, well, yeah, you can disagree if you disagree. I probably just won't care, because I've seen this plenty of times before through a lot of YouTubers who I subscribe to, by the way. Is that they always have this, I'm a gamer, I have a gaming YouTube, this, that, and the third. But then they're like, okay, well, here's some culture war. So let's bring in this, I don't know, what's the current Assassin's Creed Shadows nonsense that's been run and dried and burnt down and shot up twice in the grave. Don't bring that over and say their opinion. And then they go back and say, all right, guys, I'm a gamer now. I got that extra $5. Let's go. And then the next thing that comes up, a lot of people, that's literally what the current meta is all about. A lot of things is reactionary. People like to talk about each other. Mr. Beast did this. Let's make a 5, 20-minute, 30-minute video on why Mr. Beast picked up a sandwich off the ground.
Man, some of them do longer videos than that. Hey, ain't no way I'm gonna sit there and make an hour, 2-hour video about me talking about somebody or something. I feel like you should be able to get your point across in probably at least, maybe at most, 20 minutes if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
At the most, 20 minutes.
Now, it's like I said, it's like everyone pivots. It doesn't matter what kind of portion of YouTube that you're in. Everyone always pivots to, some type of culture or meta or whatever. Now, keep this in mind. In terms of YouTube, by the way, y'all, financial YouTube is the best YouTube in terms of monetary gain. So if you want to look, if you really want to work purely for money on YouTube, financials. Literally, people like to know more about their taxes, about business and stuff like that. They'll search that up more than anything. You could, if you don't believe me, look it up yourself.
I'm gonna tell you, they need to check out Old Boy.
Oh, Roberto Blake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I was sitting there listening to one of his recent streams. He just happened to have it on Twitter. I'm like, man, let me share this shit because he's speaking some facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why that dude make the amount of money he make.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Because he's a part of the financial and / creator economy YouTube section. I'm Rich Tech Review, of course. Like I said, that's what they. That's Rich Tech Review USA. He used to be. Again, he was I used to watch him many years ago. I used to be subscribed to him for at least about 10 years. But then now he doesn't do review tech anymore. He just does culture war and talks about people all day. That's what it's kind of channel he turned to do. So, but he calls that that's content though to people. I liked him better when he was actually reviewing tech and showing off tech. Don't get me wrong, there are still tech YouTubers that do their thing. But when he pivoted, because he saw that you could make money. What like this? You can make money getting people to agree with you and not agree with you, because your haters are gonna watch your videos and
Earlier today, I was sitting there. I happened to actually think about that, and I just sat there and said, I really wish people would just sit there and say, "Hey, if you agree with me, be sure to donate to me." And that's what a lot of people really need to say, because that's practically what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I get that we don't want to have echo chambers and stuff like that, but like at the end of the day, I don't really think a lot of people care what they really have to say. They just want people to say, hey, I agree with you. Now where my money at the end of the day? Or watch this video and I get like 5,000 views. That's like $20. Easy. You know, oh, my hater watched this video. Guess what? I got hate money. I got hate money from them. You know, like I said, this is a current meta. It's a sad meta. It's really sad because I know a lot of people who do it. Like, put it like this. Let me tell y'all something. I made a video. I made a couple culture war videos. I ain't gonna lie. I made it like maybe like one or two. One was about Baldur's Gate 3 becoming woke, and that was even a joke video. First off, y'all know, if y'all have seen, y'all know which one video I'm talking about. That was a joke video. Number two was a video on what video was that? Was about Assassin's Creed Shadows. I made one video, and that was it. That's all I need to be said. I say what I need to say. I don't need to make 20 videos on why Ubisoft made a Black Samurai. That's insane. Just move on with your day. The real discussion is talking about why are video games becoming $70 plus and not having full content and also being optimized. That's where the real conversation needs to be had. Not why this game is culturally wrong and why y'all hate Ubisoft at the same time. I don't get it. But I know I do get it. Y'all hate Ubisoft so much that y'all want to free advertise for them, or y'all want to free advertise for whoever y'all hate. But
here's the thing, even based on what you saying, Patrick, LG found something that's different.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Also, he works in the industry. Nigga keep trying to get me to come back to the damn industry. Like, bro, he tried to get me to come back to the industry. I already told him, I keep telling him this. The day I come to the strip club, I'm coming with a book and I'm gonna read it. Sitting right there, right in front of that stripper pole, I'm gonna read a book. Right there. That's what's gonna happen.
That's funny.
Dead serious. I'm going there with a book. Right there.
That's funny.
You that now. Because then I want to interview some of them women and see what they thought is about what Charles Barkley say about them.
That's funny.
I'm actually surprised LG ain't did that shit.
He said,
I just gave you an idea.
As long as you throw some money. As long as you throw some money, bro. As long as you throw some money in there, it's all good. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. But yeah, guaranteed though, man. Once all this whole, once that, the thing with the YouTube meta is once this reaction meta is over with, I'll guarantee you a lot of people are going to go back. A lot of people's channels are going to die because they have nothing to caveat to, and they're going to go back to their top 10 favorite anime reviews or showdowns or whatever. I'm telling you, a lot of YouTubers, it's here. I know a person who currently does Dragon Ball Z content. He almost has 450,000 subscribers, but he has a secondary channel that talks about culture war stuff. You know, because he know already that ain't nobody going from his Dragon Ball Z shit gonna watch the culture war stuff. You know, but that's just me. You know, on the culture war shit. If you want to follow the meta, go ahead, do it. That's all. Go ahead.
Listen. This dude said, it wasn't the dude that fake. I don't even know who that dude is. I just heard about that. He said I get all these scam artists confused.
That was Boogie 2988. So Patrick's Boogie 298 was one of the original YouTubers from back in the day. But put a long story short, his channel just died, and he's trying to caveat to wherever he can. He don't know what to do with the channel. So he's just a bullshit at this point. He's just trying to stay somewhat relevant into what little dignity that he has. He used to be one of the most respected YouTubers, and now look where he's at now. They don't care about him. You know,
even if you don't agree, feel free to tell me. I'm a capitalist.
I'm a capitalist. That is funny. He's not wrong. He's not wrong though. Give me your money. But no, he's not. Let me tell you, there are people that would actually do that, though. They will really do that. They will subscribe to say, I just want to follow you, see what you got to say. But here's my $5 though. Or that streamer can have, or that person can have can have your streaming like what sub only mode or whatever. They'll still subscribe to talk shit. I'm like, it couldn't be me, yo. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that.
Like, there's, how can I say this? There's people wanting to support you and you getting people to support you. And then there's outright just manipulation. Like, people want to throw in guilt tripping, manipulating, and all of that when it don't apply. But when it actually applies, you don't hear anything about that. Like, that's just interesting.
No, that's a conversation caveat too when it comes to actually supporting people. Like, it's really interesting. It's really weird to me where a lot of people would definitely support a big creator. You know, you have, God, I can't. There's a couple people that I can name top of my head. You know, you got people like Kai Sinet, you know, Cool Creator. You got iShow Speed. You got Code Carnage. You got a whole bunch of bigger creators out there, right? But when it comes to like a lot of smaller creators here, no one don't want to support these smaller creators or whatnot to like see them shine and stuff like that. Like, here's the thing, and I can always agree with this when people say this. You might have heard these people complain about $5 is $5, right? I know you heard that. You heard a lot of people say that shit, correct? Now, what a lot of people would I agree with is that those people are actually, even though they sound like they're greedy and shit like that, they're actually not wrong. And let me tell you guys why. It is that as a creator, right, we're sitting here creating videos for people that can consume videos and stuff like that, right? A lot of this stuff is time consuming. You know, we take a lot of time to do what we love for our hobby or for our business or whatever, right? And so what a lot of people got to understand at the end of the day is that, yes, if you want to show support to the creative, especially if you watch a lot of their videos and stuff, you should definitely consider donating. Say, man, $5 is $5 or $3 is $3. I should probably give this person $3 because you know what? I watch this person's video and I see the effort and the work that they put into it. But a lot of people don't do that because they just like to consume. Now, on the YouTube side of things, right? Do we make money through ads and stuff? Yes, we do. But it's really not a lot. Let me tell you why. So, because, example, me and Dark Riddler here are in the gaming sector of YouTube. The gaming sector of YouTube has the lowest amount of what's called RPM of the sector. So that means, put it like this. If we were to compare it to financial YouTube, right? Let's say if a financial YouTuber got a video that had like 20,000 views, right? They'll make like $1,000 to maybe $2,000 probably off that video, correct? Well, a gaming sector, because they have a high RPM, I would say like a high RPM of like, I don't know, $17 to $25, something like that, right? Now, let's say like a gaming YouTuber though, let's say we get the same amount of video that we have like 20,000 views, that video might get like about $500 at the most, something like that. You kind of get what I'm saying? So, as an example, it's a weird example, but that's just how it is. And so, but then a lot of people say, well, you're partnered and you get money through ads. I mean, yes, but that's not guaranteed though. Like a sub is like a $5 sub. Let me tell y'all something. A $5 sub will take away a lot of money a lot of things that we didn't get through ads. Put it like that. Like a $1 sub will literally cover 2 to 3 ads. Put it like that. Dead ass serious. But
honestly, probably more than that.
Yeah, probably more than that. But a lot of people, they don't want to do that because it's this thing that everything needs to be free, you know. But when us creators ask for, hey guys, can y'all please support us, something like that, you're wrong for doing that. You know, you're greedy. You should be proud that we're watching your shit. You know, we get gaslit basically, you know. And so that's the problem with this whole like it's a weird. What am I trying to say? It's a word for it. But it's basically that people, God, there's a word for it, I just can't think of it. But you know what I mean, though, basically. You know, if I can think of the word, it'll come back to me, though. It can come back to me.
And here's the another thing. First, Patrick, you right. Yeah. It's still collection items that come out for $200. Where you get a bunch of shit. But here's the thing. And I sit here and tell a lot of people this. A lot of this stuff people do is not easy. It's not easy for a 13 LG, Ataki to sit there and make music. That's that. I would put that borderline structure.
Mm-hmm.
While they might sit there and say it's fun to do, that shit can't be structured. I'm pretty sure. LG could probably vouch for this. It's probably been several times that motherfucker played some shit to the point where he ended up throwing it out, starting all the way the fuck back over, couldn't get the sound right the way he wanted, probably spent 2 to 3 hours just getting probably 20 seconds of the music he wanted to make right before even moving to the next part. Even just making a trailer could take anybody from about an hour to probably more.
Yeah.
Especially when you wanted to get it a certain way and it's not working out the way you wanted to. Even though you didn't sat here and just outright looked up every which way possible, read tutorials and every damn thing up. That shit, your final product still ain't fucking right. You gotta throw that shit out. Probably start over, break that shit, re-break it down, do everything else.
Yeah.
This ain't easy. The easiest part of content creating is hitting go live.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Anybody can do that.
He's not wrong at all.
The only people who really would understand that is the other content creators. I feel like.
Yeah.
Hitting go live, that's the easy part. Honestly, hitting record, that's the easy part. And I brought up to LG the other day that I feel like there's a difference in between being streamer ready and being gamer ready. I feel like that's two different mindsets. Like, and I told him this too, because anybody can sit there and say, "Hey, I feel like playing this. I'm gonna get up and play this." It's another thing to sit there and say, "I'm gonna play this while going live and doing it that way," because there's a lot of things involved in it. And then you gotta have a mindset to feel like doing that.
You're not wrong.
Entertain and everything else.
You're not wrong, because like the way I used to think coming up as a streamer is I used to think this, you know, I used to just pre-select what games I want to play on stream, because I'm like, you know, I'm gonna beat this game on stream, I'm gonna play this game on stream, you know. But then, you know, what happened with that was like that forced me not to play games off stream, because you know what, when it comes to playing games, you know, in general, I want to relax. You know, example, as of right now, I'm playing Atomic Heart and also Horizon Forbidden West. When I play those games are for me to relax and enjoy myself. Now, I know, like, for you like when people play games for the first time and stuff. Now, eventually for me, if I were to go back and restream these games, would I do it? Well, yeah, but there are certain games that I choose because I want to sit there, relax, and play, because I'm not in front of a camera all day. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to streaming, though, it's like, okay, I'm playing Persona 5 Royale on stream, and maybe we'll say like Apex, something like that. You got to put your head into a whole different mindset there, where you're not relaxing anymore. You have to be active, and you're working with an active audience and stuff like that. So you literally do have to switch gears on what you're doing or whatnot, you know? Yeah. So you are correct on that for sure, you know?
Because even, and I actually had to, since you brought it up, I had to actually get in that mindset, because I actually read from Drea on Twitter, because she brought up a comment about that, like about trying to find like a game just to play offline, you know, at least for your damn sanity. Yeah. So about certain shit, people be like, "Well, why don't you stream that?" I don't want to. It's what I do to keep myself mellow down and just away from everybody where I can just chill.
Yeah, Rona asked me that too. He's like, "Well, Spirit, do you play League of Legends and Multiverses off stream?" Like, yeah, those are games for me. You know, I like to enjoy those games off stream, you know, with friends and shit. I don't feel like I need to stream those games at all, you know, basically at the end of the day.
Yeah, especially when we got a backlog, the hell in back there of stuff that we could play on stream that we probably interested in showing
Basically,
Like,
yes.
granted, I like TFT. I like it to hell. I've reached gold in TFT before and all of that. I'm actually pretty good, depending on the season. That's a whole other conversation, though. But it's what I do. Would I stream it? Yeah. One day I might take off. You know what? I feel like, I'm playing TFT. I feel like streaming it. I'll stream a couple of matches. Fuck. You know what I mean? Nothing, just some special random stream. But that's not something I would do on a regular.
Yeah.
Because then, one, I'm going against the thing I said, story adult-based content creator. As much as people may have found this pretty funny in me streaming Subverse early morning, as LG put it, you really showing this shit beginning of the day. but yes, that happened. I really streamed Subverse. But it's like everybody has I feel like, and I agree with this, everybody should have like that one game that you just play for yourself.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, even though my name is Disparity RTS CBS RPGs, secretly there's a variety side of me that I will showcase every once in a while, like, especially event days or just games I don't feel like playing an RTS game or something like that of the sort. Because, in my kind of pattern is that when it comes to videos, I like to showcase RTS games, stuff like that. Now, when it comes to live streams and stuff, I want to showcase more of story-based or RPGs and other variety-based, kind of games or whatnot. Because you do have to get a break from your normal genres every once in a full blue moon,
Mm-hmm.
But that's what that's what you can do. So yeah, it is all mindset kind of deal. Like I said, picking and choosing what you want to do, what you want to play to relax yourself. Because again, not everything has to be. Now, keep this in mind. Not everything. This is the beauty of YouTube, by the way, y'all. This is the beauty, which I wish more people understand. Is that let me tell y'all something. When I became a YouTuber, there was so much free time spared up for me, because what I mean by free time is that when I was on Twitch, it felt like you had to constantly stream every single day just to gain viewers or some type of growth. Okay, but becoming a YouTuber, it's like you don't have to force yourself to stream anymore because you're making videos. Now, as long as you're not pushing yourself over the limits to where you're like burning yourself out,
Mm-hmm.
you can keep on. You can just keep on relaxing and stuff like that, So, like, as an example, people be like, "The Spirit, you keep pumping out a lot of videos." Yes, sorry, that is true. I do pump out a lot of videos, right? But keep this in mind. The reason why I do that is that I pump out a lot of these videos, and then I have like a 2-3 week break from doing content or let's play stuff or whatnot, other than like small shit, because I can just sit down, relax, play games, and do whatever I would do because I have content being regularly, scheduled out. That's the beauty of it. And I wish more people to understand that, because like you said, the easiest thing to do is go live, because the go live button, go live for 2-3 hours, call it a day. You don't have to make a video to showcase to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
And also keep this in mind, ever since I became a YouTuber, as a person who plays a lot of RTS games, I had so much opportunities, y'all, from various game devs to showcase their games. Now, I might not do it all the time because I have such a busy schedule when it comes to doing certain games, but I at least had 20 game devs come to me in my emails to ask me to showcase their game for them. Dead ass serious. And I didn't have any opportunities like that on Twitch whatsoever because they weren't looking for me on Twitch. They were looking for me on what? On YouTube. And I was like, hey, and now I don't showcase every other game or every game because like some of those games I'm like, I actually decline some of them because I'm like, even though it's a strategy game, but it's not my kind of strategy game. Sorry to tell you. I know you want to get that exposure and stuff from me, whatever sort, but it's not my kind of game, So
and that actually falls into, and like I have explained to people, like the difference of co-op and the co-op I'm talking about. Like that falls into that category. That's why when people say, "Hey, this is co-op," I have to ask, "What kind of co-op?" Like, as bad as that sounds, like you really have to ask what kind of co-op.
Yeah.
Because there's different sectors when it comes to co-op. And I get that people like the whole jumping in and out style thing. That's like not really for me. Unless, let me put it like this. Unless you can do it and it don't impact the game itself. Like Championship, perfect example. When Tiff got disconnected, they let a bot control his character. That way, it didn't impact everybody else. Now, it sucked that he couldn't get back in. I would have, now if he was able to get back in, it would have been like A1. Perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
Because then it's all good. There's very far and few between games where you can actually do that.
Yeah.
But also, you ready to check out the video?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
We gonna take a look at the video that Antichrist made. It is actually. Hold on.
We're gonna break this video down too. Cause I listened to it twice, but we're gonna break it down.
Yeah, dead serious. Why is this not showing up? Hold on. I thought oh, you know what? I messed up. I took the thing off. That's on me. Hold up. It's this one. All right, so
I'll let you know when to stop when I want to react to something though.
All right, do that. Yeah, do that. Okay, so wait, why is this? It's literally disappearing when I'm doing it. This thing's just broken. Hold up. No, it's not broke. It's not broke. It's doing it on Twitter. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's play this, and it's pretty much about her reasonings per se about why it's too late to be content created. That's like the title. I actually know her. I've been following her for years. She's come a long way. So do understand that this is not in any shape or form like any hate towards her. I like her. I've known her a very long time. Like I said, she's come a very long way.
Yeah, she's cool. I've seen her, man. I've never seen her rise. Then her downfall. Her downfall part was when someone tried to cancel her. She took a break.
Yeah.
And then her rise again. So,
like, she has a lot of respect in this house. So do understand that. Keep that in mind.
Everyone's leaving social media. Gen Z is entering their quarter life crisis area, and it feels like you can't get views anymore to save your life. There are a lot of reasons why it feels like it's too late to be a content creator. With content creation right now, there is a supply and demand issue where there is a lot of supply and it feels like demand has decreased, which means that every content creator is having to compete even more for views now than they used to when I first started 10 years ago. People found out you could make a living.
Right there. She's not wrong. Because back in the day, let me tell y'all, it was a lot harder to get into YouTubing and content creation than it is today. A lot harder. You actually have to have specialized equipment. You actually have to have at least a decent webcam. You know, a lot of shit was hard back then. You know, so it was very niche. Like I said, until Ninja did his thing and YouTube started to get bigger and shit like that, and the floodgates started to open, and that's when everyone decided to say, hey, if they can do it, so can I. But go ahead.
Okay.
Living, making YouTube videos, live streaming on Twitch, making shorts on TikTok, and everybody wanted to do it because what's better than just making content, doing something that you love and being paid for it? Some of these people get paid really well. And so as people started to learn more and more about content creation, we all started to recognize the strategies that worked, like attaching yourself to a popular narrative, using news-based content to try to get in front of more eyeballs, or just straight up copying other people's videos. Which
Stop.
Yep.
She not wrong.
Yeah.
She not wrong. And we've been saying this forever.
Okay. No.
She's not wrong.
No. Let me hit it up.
Please, dude, please.
Let me hit it up because let me tell you, with that one part that she said, people gonna hate on me when I say this. Everybody who does culture war based content, let me tell y'all something. Y'all each do the same shit and have the same thumbnails. They each have it. The red text with the red font, with the red and white font on the left side with a black background. They each do it. All of them. Don't matter who you are. If you say that you don't do it, you're a fucking liar. But you do it. Y'all look. Let me tell you. They go on Twitter or Reddit. They see an interesting article, especially something that they can agree with, aka Assassin's Creed, not Black Flag, fucking Shadows or whatever. Let's all talk about Assassin's Creed and let's call it woke because it has a black protagonist. But that's a whole different conversation. Anyway, so the whole point is that they all use the same format. Every single last one of them. They copy each other.
And look, this is nothing that we have not said is going on. It's nothing. Like this is not new. Like y'all see it. Y'all see it. That's why whenever somebody calls it out, you don't challenge it.
Oh, but
because it's right there in your face.
But keep in mind, really, if I call it out there, they're gonna say, "Well, you're jealous of what I have, sir or madam. I don't need to make 20 videos on one topic or 20 different topics a day."
Like not everybody feels like waking up every day and deciding, "Hey, let me go find the next big thing to talk about," because even if I don't care about it, I'm just going to talk about it because as long as I can pick a side that seems like they're winning, I'll just side with that side. That way everybody agrees with me and donates to me.
That's literally it. There are very few nuanced people who would actually talk about things that they want to talk about. Very few. But there are people out there that just want to pick an article and they want to talk about it. They want to copy each other.
Bruh, one word. Integrity.
It's like I get that YouTube is a big platform or Twitch or whatever. These platforms are huge and there's a million different, there's like a lot of ideas are taken, but a lot of these reactionary channels aren't the same. Like, let me tell you, I actually started watching a reaction channel. He does the same as a black dude, by the way. He's a nuanced dude. He's doing the same thing. You know, he picks an article. Recently he talked about Dr. Disrespect. He made a full video, a 10-minute video about what Dr. Disrespect in that chess photo. You know, the little photo that he posted on Twitter of him playing chess or whatever. He made a 10-minute video about it. There ain't no damn way. Y'all, it's just
why?
Because it's quote unquote content. That's content. These people, let me tell you, God, you don't even get me started, dude. You don't even get me started. These people think creating content, talking about other people is creating content. Talking about articles and shit is creating content. Actual content is showing people how to build a car, showing people how to garden, showing people how to do certain shit, showing people how to do certain things in a video game. That's actual content. Just because
it seems like creativity is being overshadowed by the need to optimize for act. Thank you.
Yes.
That's all I want somebody to admit to.
Yes, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Bro,
that is
I've said it 1,000,001 times. Creativity is dead, bro. Like oh my God.
Like I was told, disparity, the reason why you're not growing fast enough is because you're not chasing algorithm. I was like, I don't need to chase the algorithm all day, every day for clicks and views for people that don't really care about what kind of content I do. Like, let me tell y'all something. Everybody who does this culture war content bullshit, I guarantee you, none of these people don't give a fuck about you. And what I mean by this is that if you want to test this shit, go create a video that's not culture war based. Create a video that's something totally different. If they don't show up, that's because they don't care about you like that. They don't want to hear you. But a lot of people don't want to see that though.
A lot of people don't want to look at their numbers between them making reaction videos, culture war shit, and everything else, and then them actually playing the game. There's a big difference from these people when they do those two different. I'm calling it for what it is.
Now let's take an example of my channel, right? My channel is Disparity RTS TV RPG in RPGs. That's just at face value, correct? That is my channel at face value. Now, here's what I do. If you were to go and click on my channel, I have a section that's called New to My Channel. I do video essays. I do first impressions. I do gaming news on topics. I do gaming news on topics that I actually enjoy. I don't care about doing gaming news on videos that I need to talk about for some Cold War shit or whatever, right? Do I do some gaming reaction videos? Yes, I do reaction videos on RTS games that I enjoy, or Warhammer videos that I enjoy. I don't need to do a reaction video to Mr. Beast and what he's doing in today's society. You know, I don't have to do that, because you know why? That garners people who actually come back to watch my channel. Like, when I mean like coming back to watch my channel, they consistently come back to watch my channel. You know, my channel as of recently has been growing exponentially. I'm like 2 subscribers away from reaching 1,400. You know, like dead ass serious. I'm like right there on the cusp. And my goal for this year is hitting 1,450. I started at like 1,250 this year. By the way, keep that in mind. So yeah, there's a big difference. But anyway, keep going.
Hold on. Let's keep going. We're not done yet. Oh no, we're not done.
To be fair, whenever you find a topic that you like, you really want to binge watch a lot of it, at least I do. And so you end up watching a lot of people's opinions on it, which is why this strategy works. However, it's created this situation where people are looking for unique content, and it's making it really difficult to find because everybody's doing what works versus creating stuff that's genuinely new and fresh.
Okay. So
I just said this, and I keep telling y'all this. Nobody listens. I continuously have told people this.
And so what she said is this, I heard this from multiple people in the past, is that is it fine to create things for the algorithm? Yes. But is it fine to create things for yourself / something new? Yes, that is too. It's both fine. But most people do what though? They lean towards chasing the algorithm because it's that one video made them $25. So they chase it, you know. There's how does Roberto Blake say it? You're a slave to the algorithm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. He distinctly said that. He said when you become a slave to the algorithm. That's why a lot of people, and I've sat here and I've said this, when they try to transition out of it, they have a tough time. Because you're known for that. It's like how I'll use an example, like how y'all talk about how league ranking is. It's like you end up stuck in a certain spot due to the MMR. If that makes sense.
Well, it's not okay. So to answer your question, it's not that to main 2 things. You shouldn't have to main 2 things. How your YouTube channel should work is that if you build your audience from the scratch or whatever, your audience, it shouldn't matter. It's called, what's that word I'm looking for? Parasocial. Okay. If you create content that people enjoy, as an example, how can I put this out? How can I put it out? You can figure out what works, right? Even if you figure out what works, you still need to add in things to spice things up a bit. To keep everybody on the same page, say, hey, y'all, I do this kind of content, but I also do this stuff. That's what you want. That's what you want to do. But instead, how it is today is that people, they want to chase the algorithm. They want to see, like I said, y'all don't want to admit this. Political stuff chases the algorithm because everyone wants to hear what side has to say. Doing this whole culture war stuff is chasing the algorithm. You can speak your word without having to chase the algorithm. But people want to chase the algorithm because it makes you good money. If people can easily admit that, I'll say, hey, you admitted that? There you go. You know, you're not wrong. Like I say, you're not wrong, though, you know, to find what works. You're not wrong. Like, example, if you were a fighting game video creator, right? If you created fighting games, right? But also you did music, you know, you say, hey, y'all, I play fighting games here at my channel, but I also do music. And hey, I incorporate some of my music inside some of my videos. Boom. That both works because people will say, damn, this guy creates some great music and it also mixes well with fighting games. That's insane. There you go. But instead, you have certain people or certain YouTubers that me, you, and whoever else knows, where you create all these political reactionary narrative channels and then you try to pivot out to gaming to say you're a gamer. No one's not going to show up for your gaming channel because all they care about is what your opinion has to say. Now, don't get me wrong though. There are some people that may, because they like you as a person, which is personality wise. Yes, some people do.
That's a whole different conversation, though.
Yeah, that is a whole different conversation. But you get what I mean, though. Some people use the excuse that
is very true. That is very true. Some people do use the algorithm as an excuse for their own inactivity. Like ain't no reason why. Let me put it like this. Even with me moving twice, I still was able to put out content. Was it a lot less? Hell yeah. I won't deny that. But I still was able to put out shit. I was still able to live stream during that whole time. Was it rough? I won't lie about that. It was. But I was still able to do it. LG brought up the right word. Excuse. That's gonna end up being the word for 2024. Excuse and inconsiderate. Those will end up being my two words for 2024 in regards to people. Like, not even being funny. Not trying to be funny, anything else. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way you gonna sit here and tell me I'm at this point I'm not caring who gets mad about this. There's no way you can sit here and tell me that you would rather float to the algorithm than float to shit that you know and people around you enjoy doing, and you refuse to do it. But then wonder why you have not reached where you want to reach at. When people are outright telling you, this is what we want to see from you.
And that's literally why I said, like, it's okay sometimes to create videos for the algorithm, because you want to get more eyeballs on your channel, but also you have to keep in that mixture to like showcase that you also love to do other things as well. Which is why, like, I tell people, like, hey y'all, here's my channel. My channel I go by a three group foundation, right? A, B's, and C's. Okay. My A content is content to bring people to the channel. Now, you want to call that following the algorithm? Sure. And that includes my video essays, my first impression videos, my gaming news, stuff like that, right?
That's all around gaming.
Yeah. My B content. My B content is is walkthroughs, guides, stuff like that, right? There might not be a lot, but there's some out there that people can check out. And my C content is for myself. Now, my C content, I know for a fact that these videos are not going to give me exponential growth, but it's for my enjoyment, for what I want to do, whether it's a let's play or it's a quick one-off video, stuff like that. Now, if I were to say pivot to some type of culture war video talking about, hey guys, I don't know, Ubisoft doing this again, or Sweet Baby Inc. or whatever, people gonna look at my channel sideways, say, what the fuck, disparity? What kind of content is this? I don't need to see this from you.
Why you saying it? That is exactly why I sit there and I tell people all the time, I can say what I need to say in under 10 minutes while I'm live. I do not need to make a whole video about it. This here is because I was asked.
Yeah.
For the record. And I've even stated that a million times. If you want me to sit there and react to the video, I will. Ask me, and I'll see what I can do about it. But 90% of these topics you can resolve in fucking 10 to 20 minutes. I don't understand why there's 2, 3, 4 hour videos on one subject unless you have a panel. You are by yourself making that video.
And then
why is it taking you? Why did it need to take you 2 to 3 hours to make a video?
And then you added your friends to extend your shit to the conversation, and then just regurgitating what you were just saying.
I don't get it. Like I don't get these 8-person panels just to trash on one person for 2 to 3 hours.
Tomoko, I'm sorry, really.
No, you
Go.
good.
It's what you're saying, Tomoko. I want to hear what you got to say with that. He's saying there's starting to be a shift to happen.
What kind of shift are you talking about? I would actually like to know that. People are increasingly craving authenticity and real connections over highly created content.
Yeah.
This could be a positive change for the future of content creating, leading to more genuine and relatable content. I mean,
okay, I can see that.
No, I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying, actually. I do have to agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Good, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you would have told me 6 months ago to follow some people on Twitch, I would have laughed at you. I'm not going to lie. This Betty, am I lying?
No, he's not.
I would have laughed at you.
He's not lying.
Dead serious.
Let's continue more. I need to let's see what else
let's keep this open because this is actually good.
And so viewers are just bored. A lot of people have transitioned to being content creators themselves, and so they're watching content less versus creating their own. And then whenever you do find somebody who actually is wanting to watch all of the content, they're overwhelmed because everything feels so clickbaity and divisive and inauthentic. And then you get into the second issue, which is that whenever you actually find something to watch, it feels like you're constantly being sold to. Everybody's got their sponsors, their courses, everyone's trying to get their bag, which we don't hate, but it gets really old. And it's really ironic because the reason we moved away from TV and traditional media is because of all the commercials that kept popping up. And once YouTube came out and all of these other platforms came out, we finally had this like utopian place to consume content and create it and not be constantly inundated and attacked by advertisers. And that's not the case anymore. Now we're in a situation where the content creators are the advertisers. The third issue comes down to division and cancel culture. I think cancel culture was way worse during the pandemic. So like 2020, 2021, it was very bad. And people thankfully have gone back to their real lives. And it seems like we're less concerned with what literally everybody else on the internet is doing these days, but it is still a problem. Algorithms have created echo chambers for each of us. We're being served content from people that we agree with and not being served content from views that are different than our own.
Stop right there.
And so this leads to tribalism where
hold on. Yeah, because I will glad you actually stopped that.
So she's not wrong. Like, because again, they're very this goes back to this whole culture war stuff. This, by the way, keep this in mind. This whole culture war stuff is going to come up a lot, by the way. Now, she's not wrong when I Disparity create a video hating on a certain game or a certain subject or whatever, correct? I'm a foster people who's going to agree with me. And then there's no nuance. There's like nuance and stuff is gone. And I think I honestly been talking about this for like the past year now, where I actually unfollowed a lot of creators, or unsubscribed from a lot of creators because they're not nuanced anymore. I'm tired of hearing that this game is woke or this game is woke. Okay, I don't care about you and your political stance. Now tell me why do you think this game is going to fail? Is it because of the game story, the optimization? I don't care if your game, I'm trying not to diverge too much, but it's that when the word woke comes around, you foster a whole bunch of people who thinks that, or who believes in that, the industry is changing, or a industry is changing in terms of like, Western devs, they don't make sexy female video game characters anymore. They make realistic characters and stuff like that, and, what do you call? And so another person could say like this, I don't believe that. That's not the case. Western devs, they might be doing their own thing or something like that. But then this person says, no, you're wrong, because they don't have titties on their video games. And it's like, okay, this is what we have Japanese. It's like it gets a weird convoluted discussion. It's like Eastern devs versus Western devs. All right. At the end of the day, I think they both can be correct in their own way, basically. But see what I just said there, right? someone's going to take that and be like, you're wrong, you're stupid. The nuance is gone now, because they're trying to be right, basically. You kind of get what I mean? What's a discussion I can bring up here? Okay, you know what? Here, easy discussion. Easy discussion. I'm bringing up one more time. Assassin's Creed Shadows with Yasuke. All right, there's been a whole bunch of disagreements with the game. All right. I say that it's fine to have a black samurai, right? This person says, no, it's ruining Japanese history or whatever. All right. But then I can say, well, this character was based on a historical person, correct? And then they can say this, that, and I don't know. But my whole point is that it's just really convoluted in the discussion, honestly. But go ahead, brother. My mind is all scrambled now.
No, good.
Go ahead. Because I said it's a tiring conversation.
No, it really is a tiring conversation. But here's where I have the problem. And it boils down to all type paperwork. It's down to the double standards. It's like, okay, this side is okay with it because of race, sexuality, blah, blah, blah. But then if the other side does it, all of a sudden it's bad, it's woke, and all of that. And for me, when I sit there, well, first of all, damn near, and this is gonna be my first time ever saying this, I damn near jump off the train once somebody decides to come to me and tell me their reason why they don't like a game is because it's woke or some shit. Like, I automatically I turn because I don't care to hear it. Like, you want to talk about optimization, gameplay terrible, mechanics is just trash. Fine, we can talk about that. A lot of people said they didn't agree with Hellblade 2's new fight style mechanics and all that. That's a legit criticism. I'm okay with that. Now, I played it and I found it to be perfectly fine. I was cool with it. But I'm not going to take from them how they felt about it because I feel like that's a general practice. Like, maybe, did it change? Yeah. It did change. But I was still good with it. I still enjoyed it. Like, that's the kind of stuff I want to talk about. If it's going to be, quote unquote, being bad or have issues, I could care less about sitting there watching a video about one person sitting there for about 2 hours telling me why some game is woke. I don't care to see it. I don't care to talk. Because my first question gonna be, did you actually play the game? Because most of the time the shit jumps off based off a trailer.
Okay, so this is where I'm coming from. Like, I had to put a lot of things in thought here. So this is why, like, this whole divisiveness is really, really done to me. Okay, so when it comes to a lot of this whole woke and FBI, whatever kind of stuff, I'm not even trying to get too far into it or whatever, right? So diversity. I'm a person who's fine with diversity as long as it's not forced diversity, correct? Now, It's like whenever there is a black character on the screen, the nuance goes out the window to call it woke. And not like what makes it what you would say woke. It's just like, it's like example, Baldur's Gate 3. People call it woke because it had same-sex couples in the game. Is that really all that you care for? Like, what's the reasoning? Like, again, was the story bad? Were they pushing a narrative in front of your face? Was the gameplay atrocious? What is the reason why to call it woke? Every character in Baldur's Gate 3, you had 8 different characters with 8 different personalities. All right. Now, each character, because this is an RPG game, it was an RPG game. Each character they're almost put like this. They're probably all bisexual or pansexual, whatever, because it's an RPG game, correct? If you want to romance somebody, they'll come to you probably or whatever, because each Baldur's Gate 3 was one of the few games of 2024 that had the most what's called advanced terms of like AI in terms of what do you call it, NPCs of your allies or whatever. Dead ass serious. Because if you did certain, there are things in the game that they agree with, and disagree with. Based on that, they'll probably date you or something like that. Now, a lot of people say, well, BG3 was woke because Gale came and asked to fuck or something like that. Can you say no to him? Yeah. All right, move on with your day. You know?
The people act like saying no. It's just like I don't know, just taboo, and you going straight to hell.
Like
health. See, in 2024, to me, it's just like people just deem that as a cardinal fucking sin, and I'm just amazed by it. But
you know, it's just that to me, it's just in gaming at least, there's just no nuance and no more. There's just no middle ground, and that causes for divisiveness and tribalism, like she had stated in the video. You know, nuance to me is where we can be like, you know, I can be like, hey, LG, I don't like, you know, a certain character in tech. I think this, that, and the third. LG be like, you know what, Disparity, you might be onto something, but let me tell you why. You know, you were probably wrong, and then we can have a conversation about that, and we can agree to disagree on a couple things. That's what you call nuance. But nowadays, it's like you're wrong. It's woke. Shut up. Go somewhere else. Basically, get out the industry. And
exactly that.
That's what causes this whole divisiveness in general. You know, like the nuance is just out the window. It's out the door now. You know, Unity Chronicles 100 Heroes. Great. It's a great indie game. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's fine, but it's woke because it had a black character in it, a black female character with puffy hair. Is that really the case? Can someone tell me that? Like, what's wrong with the character? Was she in your face? Was she girl bossing it? You know, it's really interesting.
Okay, let's go through a couple of these comments that I've seen. Okay, Himiko was like, this demand for honesty and transparency, aka not fake, is reshaping what viewers find valuable and engaging, pushing the creators to be more true to themselves and their audience. That's actually how I feel about a lot of people in the sex industry who do OnlyFans and all of that. I'm good. And I've said this a million times. I'm good with women who are creative as fuck and have personalities and do that. 100% good with it. No questions asked. I'm the problem when you have no personality, no creativity put out there, and somehow you're still able to pull this shit off over the creative women and women with personalities, and they actually interact with their fans. There's a big gap in difference in that.
Yeah.
But apparently, that makes me a villain. And I'm because I'm not all 100% in on women empowerment. No, I'm all for women empowerment. Do your damn thing. You gonna do it. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna blame the idiot men that you magically manipulated to fucking pay for your shit. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming the idiot men for that. Like, let's get that out the window right now. So you do your thing, but I'm saying for me, I know what I want to see. That's just being honest. I like seeing the creative outfits. I like seeing how they interact with their fans. I like seeing their personality. Not just, I threw on this outfit. One of the same, 10 to 20 females to be being practically the main one. I can see that 1,000,001 times if I really want to. I can pay a female right now $150, tell her, hey, throw on a 2B cosplay for me. They can send me pictures, and they probably would do it. That's not hard. That's easy to me. But that's honesty, but yet people are mad about that. Why? Because Because obviously, if you're mad about that comment, like obviously you're guilty of something. Because I like anybody who tells you who has basic common sense, which yes, I know has not existed in years in some cases, but they would understand. In regards to what Timiko's saying, though, that's why I told you directly yourself personally while I was alive. I'm like, I'm not here to sit here and bullshit people. Sit here and lie to you, sit here and try to lead you on, sit here and try to manipulate you, anything like I'm giving you clear cut what I'm gonna do, what I'm trying to put out, what I'm trying to produce.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to make happen. And I've also said this, and I even sat there and told Disparity this, I told LG this. If I ever hit partner, you're going to see me cut off a lot of people. And you're going to see a lot of people get mad and probably block me. What happened? A lot of people got mad. A lot of people blocked me. Just because I was able to do what their favorite content creator was not able to do. After all the shit talking they did in their Discords, in their Twitter, and all of that. But again, I'm not okay with this narrative that honesty is bad. I'm not okay with that. That is stupid.
Yeah.
In regards, LG, we getting to you. Don't worry, you on the list. People are growing tired of fake content like overly edited photos, clickbait headlines, fake news, and manufactured personas. I just talked about that.
Yeah.
Again, Timothy, you're not wrong. A lot of us don't want to put out that kind of content.
But we're getting overshadowed for that kind of content. Very overshadowed. Yep.
But again, if you say that, you're a bad person. That's why I don't make sense of this out of a lot of people. But these are the same people who you sit there and read in these discords on Twitter. All that talking about, I want to find genuine content. I want to find genuine people. I want to find good people. I want to find people who are actually themselves. Blah, 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 blah. And all of that. But they don't have an answer for those kind of comments. Because they know it's true. Like, and I'm on this president, and Disparity said it yesterday.
Yeah.
And I know he says it more often than not. If you feel in some type of way, that's on you.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing I'm not going to take out of anybody, and I think I've proven that, is being lied to.
Yeah.
Having my leg pulled, having my time wasted. Like, that's one thing you're not going to do is waste my time. I don't like my time being wasted. Because I know me. I might not cuss out a motherfucker. Well, I won't cuss out a motherfucker I know.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucker I don't know in part. You every bitch hoe in the book to me, as far as I'm concerned. But it's understanding as some people are. LG, Disparity, Taki, 13. Get shit on for being the very thing that these same people sit there and say they look for.
They'll say that I'm looking for new streamers to watch, but your content's not my kind of content. So
I got one question. When is the line of bullshit gonna stop? One question. That's all I need to know. Don't worry. Don't answer that. You don't have to answer that question. You don't. It hurts. You don't. Now, here's the thing, and I'm glad you actually responded to this too. There's nothing wrong with being agreeable, likable, etc. No, there's nothing wrong with it. And you're right. The problem is there's people who only want to put out content for said purpose. There's the woman I follow. And I just started following her probably a couple months ago. Her name Hannah. She brought up a great conversation in regards to two words: toxic positivity. That is what that is. Toxic positivity. That is a great example of toxic positivity.
Yep.
I like Hannah. She stays in our line, but she spits some shit. I like Hannah. Shout out to Hannah. Dead serious. She brought up a great discussion about toxic positivity. That's what that is. Not dead serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I even started to say, I can't get behind somebody who has this mindset where you're literally in front of a lot of people and you act like the world, there's just nothing wrong with the world. You never had a bad day in your life and all of that. There's no way.
Yeah.
This lying to yourself needs to stop. Like, I'm not even joking. But
to answer your next one, LG, he says, now as for gaming culture and culture working woke thing, the problem is that we have people who literally don't game. In some cases, not even a little bit, trying to tell us what's successful and what's not. And that is true. It's true on both sides as well. Like, it very much is so. Like, I get it, though. There are people that don't game. But here's the problem, though. The people who complain about every game being woke, I can ask them, what games have you beaten this year? And I get every sort of excuse in the book to say that they have about what games they beat or not. Let me tell you something. When I ask a person, have you played BioShock before? If you played BioShock before, you could easily tell me the story of BioShock. And that whole story is around being controlled and being a puppet, basically. Doing what you're told. You know, I can ask you, have you played what do you call it? The game called Deathloop, by the way, which is a game created by Arcane Austin, which recently closed down. This game as I'm playing right now is a game about a woman and a man and a woman who are both in a time loop killing each other, and they trying to figure out a way how to break the loop. You know, like this is the problem with a lot of these people who claim that this is woke and this is anti-woke or whatever it is, because these people don't play video games. They are very selective what they play. I bet they can tell you, but here's the thing: they complain about all this wokeness shit, but let me tell you what, these niggas still play the same Call of Duty game. They still play NBA 2K. They still play this and the third. You know, now if it comes to Japanese video or Asian or Eastern video games, of course you're gonna play. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna play these Eastern or Western or Eastern video games because yes, a lot of Eastern devs. I mean, they show a lot of ass and titties, and I can agree. I love me some ass and titties too. Don't get me wrong, you know. But even the Japanese and the what do you call it? They turn on the Japanese and the Koreans now because you know they turned on Shift Up, which as you know created Stellar Blade. They've been turned on because they took money from Sony or whatever. And then people.
To be fair, in regards to Ship Up, Nikkei ain't going nowhere, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
As a fan of Nikkei, it's not going nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Ship Up will live. Trust me.
Yeah, and then you have Square Enix doing their thing. Square Enix has Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is always going to be the namesake of Square Enix. They might lose, even Kingdom Hearts. Those are the namesakes of whatever, you know, about Square Enix, you know. But at the end of the day, like, to me, a lot of shit is just dumb. It really is. Don't get me wrong. This is why I say I'm tired. I'm like, when I say I'm tired, I'm tired. Like, I'm getting bags on everybody. So I'm tired of hearing that this game is woke without giving me an explanation on why it's woke because you based off a game trailer. Like, give me some more information. Like, I could tell you how many games I've beaten this year, but can you tell me? I can tell you each every one of the stories of these games I played, but a lot of people can't do that because they rather sit there and bitch moan and complain about something. And what's even worse is when they claim that something is woke, but then they're like, well, it's not that woke because it doesn't have this. No, you stick with your guns. Elden Ring, by the way, has Type A and Type B character selection. Oh, but it's Elden Ring and From Software, so it's okay. No, you stick to your guns and say it's woke. If that's how far you want to take it. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You know, any game that has Type A and Type B, and most people know.
They do get passes based on games. They do get some passes on
exactly. And no, you should not give Elden Ring a pass. You should not give no game a pass. If that's a prerogative that you're going. People are, again, there's Elden Ring, there's Dragon Quest 3 HD. Look, most smart people know that Type A and Type B is just male and female. Now, you were saying...
Didn't that start because of a game on Switch?
Me, I'm not for sure, personally. But I can name a couple games that have. Oh, am I good? Hold on, am I good?
Yeah, you good now.
It's probably because my fan's blowing. But yeah, no, there's a couple there. I can name a couple games out there that use Type A and Type B.
Right? It was before the Dragon Quest thing. That started that whole woke thing because of Type A. That started. It was a fucking game. It was an RPG. It's big. I want to say Fire Emblem, but I might be wrong.
Was it Hogwarts Legacy?
No, it wasn't Hogwarts.
Because I know they had
it. It was a game that came out on the Switch. That originally when it came out, I want to say it was Fire Emblem. I might be wrong though. It was way before the whole Elden Ring, Dragon Quest, and all that, because that's what started the whole woke thing happening. It was the game that came out that had Type A, Type B, either that or Type 1, Type 2. And that's what started. And I can't think of the name of it. I want to say Fire Emblem, but I might be wrong. If somebody can correct me on what game that is, I'm talking about it came out either last year or earlier this year.
Like, there's plenty of games with Type, what do you call it? Type A and Type B. Yeah, let me see. Let me think here. Let me think. But go on to LG's next one while we think on this.
Wait. What's that game with old girl Carmela in it? Carmela, some shit like that. Very popular. It's part of a dinner everywhere. A lot less now, but I want to say it was that. But that's the guess. Okay, hold on real quick. Biggest parallel. Look at Ray Gunn for the breakdancing Olympics. She's a perfect example of what folks are talking about when it comes to this woke shit being infected in the space. And to parallel it with gaming content creation, there's people who quite literally do all those things who quite frankly don't care for gaming, and that's on either side. Yeah, that's what I told you. Both sides move goalposts. Anti-woke and woke side.
Yeah.
Both of them move goalposts.
All the time.
Dead serious. Both of them move goalposts. I don't say shit. Because really, it actually blows my mind. But that's not my thing. I'm not worried about the whole woke conversation and all that. Castlevania? No, it wasn't Castlevania. I'm telling you, if I find the chick, y'all would know who I'm talking about. It's a woman. She gets drawn in up. I want to say her name is Carmela, something like that. I want to say she's from Fire Emblem. Mind you, I've never played Fire Emblem, so I might have her name wrong. But she gets drawn a lot.
Nah, well, I was gonna say
it's not Castlevania because
Rose and
anybody say Castlevania woke, I'll laugh. Dead serious. You say Castlevania woke, I will literally laugh. I probably would do what Beast Mode did to his coach at the Super Bowl. Laugh right in your face.
that not for sure.
Bruh, it recently it just not too long came out. I'm telling you.
You said
it was
her
either this year. It came out either the beginning of this year or last year, and that's what started the whole woke thing regarding the type A, type B, type 1, type 2 thing, gender thing. It was all on Twitter. I want to say the game was Fire Emblem, but I might be wrong.
It might. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Controversy. I'm gonna look up and see real quick. It might be. It might be. But I know there's plenty of games that's been doing the whole type 1, type 2, or type A, type B character creation for a long time.
It was way before Dragon Quest, dude. Way before Dragon Quest.
Well, I'm saying because the games that I have
here, yeah, but it was this happened before Dragon Quest.
Here, hold on. Actually, no. Let me see. Hold on.
I really want to fucking say Fire Emblem. Like now, I actually interested in knowing what game it was because it was all over Twitter when it happened. Dead serious. It's just so long ago, and I don't play Fire Emblem. I don't have a Switch either. I just happened to see it because it got talked about.
Okay, so I just went to chat GPT. Let me see if I can find a lot more. Hold on.
Please tell me they give you a list of games that have that in it.
Let me see. Because they gave me a small list, but let me see here. I could probably give you something. All right. Give me a moment, but keep going though.
There is it's gotta be that. It's gotta be Fire Emblem. I'm telling you, people complain because when they got into the game, you had a type 1, type 2, one looked like a male, one looked like a female. And people complained about it.
That was the Fire Emblem game that came out recently. That was the game that was already made for like a year, I think. Mm-hmm. And Nintendo just released it. Yeah, it might be it because both of the characters pretty much look the same.
Yeah, it's Fire Emblem. I knew it had to be Fire Emblem. How about that? Because don't they have two-tone hair colors too? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's Fire Emblem then. That's the one that started that, from what I remember. That's why I said it had to be either the beginning of this year or last year. Because I remember the controversy was because of that type 1, type 2 shit.
It was called Fire Emblem Engaged.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going crazy yet. But yeah. Like, and even then I didn't understand. I get the outrage. Like, don't get me wrong. I 100% get the outrage. At the same time, in a case like that, is it really that serious? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna pick which one you want anyway. And most people gonna probably play both, regardless.
I mean, yeah, I play both depending on if it changes the story, some type of retrospect. Like, it's like Mass Effect. When it comes to Mass Effect series, I'll play as a male Shepard first, and I'll play female because they both probably have different dialogue choices and shit, or different things, stuff like that.
Yeah, then I get the concept of wanting to play both because as you said, changing dialogue might change some scenarios, might change some scenes, might change a lot of interactions, etc., etc. Cool, let's go with that. But if they both just gonna run the same goddamn line, why are we even caring?
It's like with It's like with Dragon Quest. A lot of people who are part of this old Dragon Quest controversy with Dragon Quest 3, it's like these people, you could easily tell they don't play Dragon Quest. Y'all just bitching the bitch because y'all want to be on the side. Because apparently winning the culture, I'm sorry, y'all gonna get mad when I say this. I call it a imaginary culture war because that's what it is. Because I just don't really see or care for it like that. Like, at least to me, at least. But if y'all get mad at it, it is what it is. Because that, to me, if you get mad at that shit, you're lost in the sauce already. So the conversation is already over with you when it comes to that. Anywho, though, it's like a lot of them don't even play Dragon Quest. If y'all don't know, when it comes to Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 3 is technically the very first game in the entire. Technically, truth be told, it's Dragon Quest 11, which is actually the very first game of the entire series in terms of like story wise. But then Dragon Quest 3 is that very first, in terms of gameplay, chronological order kind of shit, But a lot of people wouldn't tell who quote unquote play Dragon Quest wouldn't tell you that though, because they don't play it. Like, but again, if I say that though, Now let's continue on with that video.
We got to keep going. We branched off into Dragon Quest and Type 1, Type 2 shit. It's all good. Let's do this shit, right?
Everybody feels so rooted in their belief systems that it becomes very difficult to have relationships or see an opposing side with somebody who disagrees with you. And this is incredibly problematic because it leads to people making real life decisions based on how they view strangers on the internet. People will literally stop being friends with someone if they don't like the same content creator. That's so bizarre. We're letting
She said, "Bruh, shit.
Bruh, Can I be honest? I actually, fun fact, and this is the one and only time you're gonna ever hear me say this. I actually lost the RF friend just because I agreed with Gothics.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was gonna say only a couple of people probably remember that. Literally cussed me the absolute fuck off on Twitter. Not joking. Literally cussed me the fuck out. Saying, I can't believe you going against your people. This is when BLM was going on. Mind you. This is when BLM was going on. Dead serious. I have not talked to that person since that day. Dead serious. That, what she's saying right there, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. That really can happen to people. It has happened to people. It's crazy. But, and I continue to say this, these are the same people who you will see on social media talking about don't speak without having information to back it up. These are the same people, though, who are currently, till this very day, feel some type of hatred for Gothics. For doing it. And then one person even gave me an ultimatum. Said, hey, if you're siding with her, I can no longer speak to you. Okay, bye. I don't do well with ultimatums. At all. If you give me an ultimatum, I'm gonna pick the other side just because you gave me an ultimatum. I don't even care if they're wrong. I'm just gonna pick their side. Fuck it, I'm picking their side. Don't care. I'll deal with the rest later.
Yep.
You can't sit there and tell me what I better do or else, because I'm gonna probably pick or else.
Yep.
Like it's crazy to me that people dictate who they talk to based on their political positioning. Both sides are corrupt. Either side you pick, you are picking corruption.
Basically.
Get over it. Get over it. You're choosing corruption. No matter what your sexuality is, no matter what religion you preach. You're choosing corruption. Like, and that's all I got to say about that.
He's not wrong.
If you feel some type of way, that's not my problem either. We're going to continue this, though.
Letting strangers on the internet get in the way of our real life relationships? Why? Another reason you might feel like it's too late to be a content creator is because everybody's unhappy with all of these platforms. Twitter changed to X, and now they're trying to be the everything app and launching tons of features that nobody uses, and discoverability has gone down. Twitch introduced pre-roll ads. Sometimes you have to watch 9 ads before you can even hear what your content creator is saying. Facebook has sucked for like 15 years. TikTok added this live shopping feature and increased the amount of ads. So the user experience over there now is awful. And look, we get it. Social media platforms are businesses that need to make money so that they can pay their team.
I was the only one who caught that. She didn't say nothing bad about YouTube.
No. Oh yeah. So
now, in retrospect, and this is just a personal preference, I will never ask you to pay me for me to read what you have to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to put towards YouTube.
Now keep this in mind, by the way, too. I'm going to throw this out there because I'm going to throw a quick jab on all these quote-unquote alternative platforms. Now, don't get me wrong. Being on alternative platforms, other than YouTube, except like Rumble, Odyssey are great and fine. But here's the problem, though, is that none of these people are going to truly be joining these alternative platforms. You want to know why? Because they don't make as good as money as YouTube. These people will sit there all day, talk shit on YouTube, throw it down the mud, bring up the grave again, shoot it down again, right? But guess what, though? They know who Daddy is at the end of the day. That's YouTube. That's why these people won't ever fully leave YouTube. They always say, "Oh my God, YouTube, you got rid of my copyrighted video. My video's not making money. It's not monetized. X, Y, and Z. This is why I have it on Rumble, y'all. Okay, then if you're so upset, why don't you just fully leave YouTube?" But see, when they answer, when they give you an answer, they don't really give you an answer. They're like, it's just just say that because YouTube makes you more money. If you were to really willing to admit that, I'll be okay with you, for sure.
But they won't go for Twitch.
But they won't admit that at all.
Here's the thing, and this Verity can attest to this. I sat there and said my gripe with Twitch. I literally woke up one day and I messaged this Verity, and I told him straight up, "Bro, I'm leaving Twitch."
And keep this in mind, I told Riddler for about 6 months ahead of time to leave.
Literally.
I'm telling him.
He really did.
Because I told him, I said, I feel as though you have more potential on YouTube than you would on Twitch. Now, a lot of people, though, like I said, people say, well, Spirit, you might be hating on Twitch. It's not that I'm hating on Twitch. It's that I know what kind of platform Twitch has become. You can't grow on that platform. Twitch affiliate is cool and all. Don't get me wrong. But it's not, if you're a person who's trying to grow or at least get something, Twitch is not the platform. And this is coming from a person who was on there for 8 years prior, by the way.
Mind you, this is coming from people who can actually, can pull up numbers and show you the differences. And this isn't just somebody just being live and just telling you. We have statistics to prove this.
And keep this in mind. Me and Riddler have all had conversations with people to move over to YouTube or to an alternate platform, and yet they still run back to who? They daddy, which is Twitch.
Yep.
So I don't take them serious. Like I said, example, if you were to come to me and say Disparity, I need the advice on how to come over to YouTube and do YouTube videos. You get one time with me only.
Yeah.
If you don't take what I tell you to face value or to heart, you ain't getting another chance. Unless you pay me money for my time.
To be fair, he has a justified reason for that, because several people have came to that man and asked him about it, and they end up not doing it.
Yeah.
Point, like, I can honestly agree, your time is being wasted at that point.
Yeah. If you want to know, you got to pay me money. Like, dead ass serious. I'm gonna charge you $50 to $100 just for my time alone. Because I may not be the most famous YouTuber out there. My whole point is that I'm living proof that you can grow off under the platform other than Twitch. And be consistent with it.
Let me say this too at the same time while you on that subject.
Go ahead.
He actually helped me by not helping me. Now, an older cat will understand what I mean when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll explain. He said, this is how you set it up. This is what you want to do. This is how you need to set up your shit and how you get everything else. Everything else, from my descriptions, do that. The layout, all that's me.
Yeah.
Even my computer broke down. Well, not my computer. My hard drive broke down. He helped me by not helping me. He pointed me in the right direction. That's probably the better way I should have said it, but both still apply.
Yeah.
He left that space to where, okay, I can get you here. The rest you got to figure out. If that makes sense to people. Because I tell everybody, like that falls in line with, I can show you the door. It's up to you if you want to open it and walk through it. At the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point, I'm going to tell you, man, I don't care who you is. Nobody wants their time wasted. Nobody.
Yeah, I could put,
if you do, you're lying.
Yeah, cause I could have put. It's like I could have put my time to something totally different. That's why I tell you, man, you get one with me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
We're not saying something people don't already know. They just unwilling to acknowledge it. Like I said, creativity is dead. Honesty is dead in people. If people were more like that, I guarantee you would see a lot more different conversations going on in regards to games, in regards to content creating, and everything else. But the minute somebody like her calls it for what it is, she damn near gets flamed for it.
Yep.
When everything she said is true, she's just willing to speak it.
No,
But
she's wrong, Riddler.
We need to let her finish though.
Team members, we don't want to put anybody out of job, but we do want them to prioritize the user experience a bit more because it's miserable scrolling some of these places. People got into social media as a career, first off, because we just liked creating content. I've been making videos since 2007 when I was still in high school. Some of us just liked making content, and then we started to do it and we realized, oh, we can make money doing this. That's pretty sick. Cool. Like, let's prioritize it in our lives a little bit more. However, we got into it because it felt like owning your own business and being responsible for your own schedule and being your own boss. And that was really exciting. However, now it feels like social media has become a traditional job with none of the perks. When we first started as content creators over a decade ago, we were just making videos that we thought would be cool. We didn't really think so much about algorithms and optimizing literally every second of a video to make it as interesting as possible. However, now algorithms have created a situation where if you don't create this perfectly optimized video, nobody's going to click on it. Like, I released this video recently, which is incredible because I go into the strategy that will actually make you great money with a social media skill set, but almost nobody clicked on it. This is information that like people on LinkedIn don't even realize yet, you guys. This is a huge opportunity, but it's not that sexy. So anyways, you feel like you have to make stuff that the algorithms are going to like and that's super optimized versus the content that you really enjoy, which means that people are seeing a lot less creativity these days. And as a creator, you're making less interesting, fulfilling stuff. We're running out of ideas. The art of making content is gone. Marketers ruined it again.
Did I call it?
Marketers ruin everything. I say that as a marketer. Look, I'm not here to discourage you. If you want to be a content creator, you absolutely should. But you need to understand that the way to succeed now is very different from the way that you could act 10 years ago. When you dedicate yourself to content creation, you're basically saying, hey, I want to become a really great marketer. And so you have to learn how to optimize for algorithms and how to put your own desires for your content, I don't know, on the back burner. Or you can just say fuck it and not worry about it, but you might not get as many views as if you did actually try to make everything optimized for an algorithm. There's still ways for content creation to fit into your life and for it to be successful for you, but it's all about like adjusting your expectations. Again, go watch the video that I just mentioned because I talk about the role content creation should play. It's definitely still doable, and I'll still make videos about how to grow on social media on this channel because that's what I do professionally. Why would I not want to share that information with you guys? But content creation is not this utopia like it used to be. And there are a lot of people who are going to try to sell you this dream that just doesn't exist anymore. I do think the benefit to this is that there's been almost this like IRL cultural renaissance with so many people leaving social media and even Billie Eilish coming out and saying social media is toxic, I shouldn't be on it. A lot of people have started putting down their phones and are focusing more on having real life connections and relationships. We lost the plot with this internet stuff. We initially used it to get closer with our friends and to see what everybody was doing. And then we created vanity metrics and followers, and we just made it stupid. If you guys want to talk more about this, feel free to join our Discord server. I'll leave a link for you down below. I'm hanging out in there every day now. If you want to learn more about how trash the money is on social media, go and watch why do I always do this? Go and watch this video where I talk about why the money on Twitch is especially bad, and I'll see you guys over there. Bye.
But no, she is not wrong at all. At all.
Like, to me, both of you were more more self-promoter, more solo acts than you were.
I gotta love that.
Like, when I tell people this, if you were to come to me today and ask me, yo, Disparity, where should I stream at? Or where should I do this at? Or should I get into content creation? I tell them no. And the reason why I tell them no is that this was 10 years ago, in 2016, before that maybe, sure, yes, get into it. Because, you know, you're there early. Now, in this day and age, there's no point. To me, unless you're doing YouTubing as a first starting platform, that's fine. But because that, again, your content can get pushed out. I know people who are just starting out now who are already almost close to 100 subscribers who I actually am subscribed to. Dead ass serious. Now, if you were to jump out of the gate and just go on Twitch or whatever, I'm going to tell you, good luck. You set yourself on the wrong path. Like, you could do it. And I mean, like I said, Riddler can be the good guy in this. I'm gonna be the bad guy to discourage you and give you some thoughts to think about. I'm the bad cop. He's the good cop. Yeah. And that's how I'm gonna do it. Like, you could follow, like she said, you could follow the algorithm if you want to, or you can say fucking do your own thing. I'm personally a mixture of both. Again, my A content is to follow the algorithm. My B and C content is to do because I want to do it and say fuck it because it's what I enjoy. I'm not worrying about no algorithm. Now, if the money starts to roll in hella hard, then cool. I'm still going to be doing the same thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to chase just because one video popped up. Doesn't mean I'm going to go ahead and chase a trend just off that one video, like because it's not that serious at the end of the day.
Because I just read what he said. Okay. Certain platforms' algorithms are highly centered and tightly controlled. That's true. This means that the platform has significant influence over what content gets promoted and seen by viewers. That's true. Twitch is a perfect example of that. While this helps in creating content that aligns with viewer preferences, it also raises concern about censorship and the lack of transparency. That's actually very true. In how certain content is prioritized or suppressed. For creators, this centralized control can be frustrating, and it often feels like the success of their content is at the mercy of it. Yeah,
that is
and
true. Yeah.
You know what? Dude, Kimiko, you need to meet this cat named Stupid But Cutting. He pretty much boiled it down to the fact that it boils down to a kingmaker system. I'm not sure if you know what that means, though.
Yeah.
This Brady, what's your take on multi-streaming? Because he already knows.
My take on multi-streaming is this: if you are a YouTube or Rumble or basically algorithmic platform centric type of person, do it. All right. That means again, YouTube or any other platform has to be your first main platform. All right. If you're not doing that with Twitch or any other streaming service, whether it's Twitch, Facebook, TikTok as your secondary, you're doing it wrong. You in this day and age, you have to multi-stream while also making because here's a difference. There are pros and cons to this. The main pro is this: if on Twitch, if you're streaming primarily on Twitch or whatever other streaming service, right? If you are not live, you're not growing at all. You're not going anywhere. That's it. Once you click that off stream button, your channel is dead. You're going nowhere. While on platforms like YouTube or Rumble or Odyssey, I don't know if Rumble Odyssey's, I don't know how their algorithm is, but on YouTube, as long as you have a good title to catch people's attention, that's not clickbaity. A good looking thumbnail, because a thumbnail to your channel is like a restaurant sign, that you see, that's like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever, right? That catches your attention, correct? As long as you have that, and then if the content of your video in the package is looking good or is good, people are going to watch. And the more that people watch, the more that the algorithm pushes your video. YouTube, starting out, put it like this, it's going to take you about 200, maybe 100 to 200 videos for YouTube to get an idea of what your channel is about. Dead ass serious. You think I'm like, it's going to take that many videos. Your first 100 videos is you practicing. Basically building up, trying to figure out what your channel is about. Whether you're trying to be about gaming, music, anime, comics, whatever. That's your first 100 videos. And then once you start to see your audience or whatever, it starts to climb. Now, if you want to do comics and gaming, right? You can do comics and gaming. Keep in mind, it might be a slower type of growth. But as long as you get people to understand that, hey guys, here at my channel, I do comics and gaming stuff here. As long as people get that from the start, once you start to build an audience, you'll have growth. And then, like I said, multi-streaming is on the side there. So when it comes to YouTube, right? When you start your live streams on YouTube, by the way, keep this in mind. You get free transcoding right off the bat. You don't have to be partner or affiliate to have transcoding. Number one. All right. This is whether even if you're not an affiliate, keep that in mind. You don't have to be partner for that. Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind.
Nope.
So
this is how let me chime in real quick. This is how I try to put it to people. Think of it like this, right? Okay. Say one day you just don't feel like streaming, but you want to put out content. You can record, just upload, put that out for the day. Well, that's your content for the day.
Or for
you didn't have to go live, do anything. I can go right now and not stream for about 5 days. But I guarantee you, within those 5 days, you're going to see at least 2 videos come out. Because I already have stuff ready to go. And plus, also, even when you live stream, after the fact, long as you don't go past, I think 5 hours, you can actually edit that video right there on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can take stuff out, everything else, yada, yada. It's just like people like me in Disparity, like we have to manually do ours. Like my cutscenes, I have to do manually.
Like, here's the thing for me. It's like, put it like this. Once I manually do it and upload it onto YouTube, if I miss anything, I don't have to go back in, I don't have to go back, manually edit. I can edit through YouTube's editing. They actually have a built-in editor within YouTube. And I'm like, okay, if it's something like not too serious, I can just cut it out, call it a day. And YouTube reprocess it for you, all that shit. Like, dead ass serious.
And yeah, even once every blue moon, like right now, with perfect example, Octopath Traveler. I was gonna tell him this very earlier because he had even told me before I even played the game, you might get copyright. Well, I actually finally got copyrighted because of one of the songs. All I have to do is go in there and have them just erase the song, not the video, just the song. It will approve that video for monetization. That's all I have to do. I don't have to do nothing else.
Yep.
And it probably take them probably about an hour to do that at the most.
Depending on how long the video is, yeah.
Yeah, well, depending on how long the infractions, we'll use that word.
Yeah.
But that's actually not the reasons why I went to YouTube. I went to YouTube and I stand by. I went to YouTube because of the narrative and the meta that is on Twitch. Outright 100%.
And put it like this, for me, Risu, is that I was on Twitch for 8 years prior. I started on Twitch back in 2016. Trust me, I used to bleed purple. That was my platform. I love Twitch, everything about Twitch. But for me, though, once I started to see that the platform changing itself, where the like Riddler says it's the meta, the way how people are getting suspended, the way how they're turning a blind eye to a lot of things, I fully decided to say, look, and also my sister kind of gave me like a little thought here. She's like, Disparity, you've been doing this for 8 years now, and you're not like, partnered or whatnot, correct? And basically, long story short, you should give yourself 1 more year to do this content creation thing or do this streaming thing or whatever, right? And I was like, you know what? I took that to heart. Now, keep in mind, my folks, they support me, other than my mother, because my mother still don't do the whole technology thing, right? Because, she's an old woman. But my father, he kind of gets the idea a little bit. And my sisters, they do. They support me in that. But they're like, at the end of the day, you got to figure out what you need to do. And so I say, you know what? Okay. So in 2020, 2021, whatever year, I forgot which year, I said, I did a bit of testing on YouTube. I did co-streaming first. I started co-streaming at first. And I was like, I kind of like this because I'm seeing some growth from my YouTube channel and it's growing up. It's going steadily and I'm co-streaming this shit. Eventually I said, fuck it. It's time. I'm doing the full move. And like I said, Ryu, I got a whole bunch of people who hated on me for doing the move. I got a lot of people who left me, who didn't quit, who quit supporting me because I'm not on their favorite platform. I got people who lied to me, who literally lied to my face and say, sorry, Spirit, I have not been here. I've been doing X, Y, Z in real life and all that shit. While at the same time, they've been watching other people's streams on Twitch or whatever because they just didn't want to watch and support me on YouTube and stuff like that. But, I took it. Go ahead.
And also, you got to keep this in mind, too. Most people nowadays, they on YouTube for at least an hour or so.
Yeah, at least. And then they say I'm not on
YouTube.
And then they say I'm not on YouTube like that. And so they're lying again.
So knowing that, like, and this is not to say it's easy. It wasn't by any means. Because I'm not even sure if I told y'all this. I actually had. Right, I'm telling you. If you'd have known me 3 months ago, you would have seen a whole bunch of AMV videos out of me. I still have them videos to this day put up. I might have to post them on Discord. I need to do something with them. But I had to delete all those videos. I lost 3,000 watch time hours. 3,000. You need 4,000. The platform partner.
So, and keep that in mind. To add in a little bit, YouTube has 2 types of partnerships. They basically have a YouTube affiliate partnership where you can get partner on YouTube, but you don't get to make AdSense money through your videos. And then they have a full-fledged partnership at 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours to get the full everything. And
keep in mind, I skipped the first one. They implemented that after I had already been past it. Like anybody who tells you right, they will tell you I technically was partnered twice.
Yeah, he was partnered twice. And keep this in mind, the reason why he had to delete his AMVs is because it's technically not his content. It's the anime holders content. Even though he created it, transformed it and stuff, the music, the actual video portion is from who? The anime creators or whatever portion or whatever. So he had to delete those sadly.
Yeah.
Now, if he were to do it if he were to upload them now but not monetize them, He can upload them now, but he just can't monetize them.
They would take it from me though. They would take the whatchamacallit from me.
Yeah, they'll take the money from, but I would just keep it monetized at that point.
Yeah.
And tell people, hey, you like this AMV? Don't donate to my Patreon, something like that.
I was actually debating on re-uploading them, but I'm afraid that they're gonna take the fucking partnership from me for doing it.
Yeah,
I would
I would just say create another channel based off AMVs or something like that, and see what happens with that. But that's just me. That's like a testing ground.
I think what I'm thinking about. But I would have to make new shit too. And I don't know if I really want to make time. I put my heart and soul in those videos, man.
I get that.
Like if you know me, you know that shit. I put my heart and soul in those videos. I was more hot. Like while I understood the rule. Don't get me wrong. I understood the reason. I won't take that from you. It was also like I'm just personally angry that I had to get rid of him just to get part of him.
Yeah.
Because that meant I had to re-get 3,000 watch time hours, dude. 3,000. That's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours.
Now, and keep this in mind, it might seem like it's discouraging and stuff like that, but it's not discouraging. Like people, now just keep in mind though, Ryu. Me and Riddler here, we are what you call gaming channels, right? Gaming channels on YouTube are one of the hardest groups on YouTube to grow, right? So, because you really have to be unique and stand out.
Bro, this dude plays Souls games.
Well, so
he plays Souls games.
Oh yeah, then you can easily get partnered. Because
that's all I want to hear you say.
Dude, there's a huge community of people that there's a huge community of people who play Souls games on YouTube, and they get partnered because people love seeing challenge videos. Let me get level one. The entire game. Let me do this a certain type of weapon. It can be done with Elden Ring. Matter of fact, I follow a YouTuber by the name of his name is the Fighting Cowboy, and he has over 1 million subscribers. By the way, he started out as a Souls channel. In a little bit,
bro. That one Elden Ring video I did for science.
Leave out.
While voice acted answer for a Reddit video. That blew up because it's Elden Ring, and it's the Souls-like game, bro. They're serious, and I even sit there and I state in that I am not a Souls player. I do not play Elden Ring. I was just intrigued by the story that was given out, and I wanted to share it. And I made that very clear in the video. But it's the Souls game and it's Elden Ring. That shit hits. It hits. People love seeing Souls shit. Rightfully so, it takes skill to play that game. Rightfully so. I'm just stating to you the facts at the same time. But overall, my thing is for people, it's like I always tell them, it's easier on YouTube because you have more breathing room. Yeah. Like I said, if you don't want to go live, you don't have to go live. If you just want to make a video, make that video. Done. You want to make 10 videos in a row, schedule them to come out. Guess what? You still got it coming out. And you just want to take a couple days. I don't feel like live streaming a couple days. But I got 10 videos that's scheduled to come out. And within the next 3 weeks anyway. Yeah. You can do that. And they're going to put it out for you automatically. Long as if you set the time and date, it'll come out.
Yeah,
that's just fact.
Like even me, here's an example. So I post Let's Plays, right? I have a what you call an A/B schedule, basically. I have videos that come out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, right? Now I have a series where I have like at least about 15 parts already ready to come out, and these parts ain't gonna finish coming out until about September. Dead ass serious. Because I post 3 videos.
And I'm the one who told this nigga to start fucking scheduling his shit and quit fucking overwhelming his damn stuff. That wasn't even on YouTube. This is just a general statement based on what he was telling me. Like he said, I was even on YouTube when I told him that.
Because for me, I was trying to figure out a decent schedule. Like, I think I was just posting.
like, bro, I'm telling you, like, dude, we multi-stream, yeah, but every time when we want to put out stuff, we put it out. We don't need if I'm feeling tired that day and I just don't want to go live, I'm not going to go live. But I don't have to sit there and have in my head, am I going to stop growing because I'm not hitting go live? That matters a lot. In the grand scheme of things, that matters a lot. Because if you want to be consistent, be consistent. I tell that to anybody. If you're going to start it, be consistent with it. You're consistent.
At least be consistent for about 6 months, 7 months.
This dude is consistent. He's consistent. This dude is live almost every day. No questions asked. Just about.
Yeah.
He's consistent. He could do YouTube with no problem. If he wanted to, like, no joke. If he wanted to, bro, I'm coming up with a whole scenario for you right now off the top of my head. If you wanted to sit there and just go live at the variety, but say, hey, you know what? I want to record going against quote unquote all of those bosses and just upload. You can do that.
Yeah, like literally.
And guess what? Now you got 2 different things being put out.
Yeah, like you can literally just go live. You can actually, matter of fact, I know a dude on YouTube who was actually riding the Elden Ring train until the release of the DLC because he was playing it for the first time. You know exactly what he did is he live streamed on Twitch, right? And first I'll give you a little backstory. This dude is kind of wishy-washy, by the way, because here's the thing. Like I said, YouTube has always been bot first and live stream second. Like they do have a live streaming ecosystem, but it's not like where Twitch is, right? But the difference is between YouTube and Twitch that your live stream videos will get pushed, out to other people versus Twitch they'll just die, right? That's the major caveat or the difference here. But anywho, though, this dude who will live stream on Twitch and then edit his Elden Ring playthroughs into it was like a live stream like Let's Play thing, right? Where he would go from he'll play the game normally and then he'll skip a couple sections or whatever. And then he'll do a boss or something like that, right? Because when you're watching RPG plays, you don't care about people killing mobs and grinding or whatever. So you want to skip those parts. But at the same time, he made them interesting and engaging. Basically, I can actually show you one of his videos. You just watch. I'll post you the first 10 seconds of his video. Hold on, of his videos. You can see what I mean.
And here's the thing. Let me put it like this. If Twitch had the ability, like YouTube has, where if you live stream, your video is saved and put on the algorithm for other people to be able to see it too after the fact, this would be a totally different conversation.
Yeah, throw up that right there. You get an idea. Throw up that.
What did you? Hold on.
DMs. Yeah, look in DMs.
Okay, hold on. This one here.
You can just watch the first 10 seconds.
Hold on.
Maybe really first 30.
Hold on. Let me. Shit. Give me a second. Put it in my wrong goddamn thing. Move this over here. I found my dream. Okay. Okay.
of trying out new weapons, I think I'm ready to try something new again. Now, the last time that we played, I started messing around with the backhand blade, and we even found an awesome katana for taking down dragons. So today, we're going to keep an eye out for some more cool weapons in the DLC to see if anything clicked with me. Right off the rip, here we go.
And keep this in mind, this is all
hot minute since
this is
we've
live streamed, right?
her.
And then he took his live stream and then edited his live
Got to
stream.
remember all the moves.
And and the difference is that he keeps people engaged by his intro.
Oh my god!
Or whatever, because he tells people what he did, what he does the last time, or whatever, in the first 30 seconds, kind of like a previously on the last, probably like an anime or something like that, or a TV show.
Yeah.
Now that we've
and this is keep this, and also keep this in mind. This is his gaming channel. This is his second gaming channel.
That's great.
No, his first gaming channel, because his original channel has like 5K subscribers, and he was like, I don't want to do that channel anymore. I just want to make a gaming channel.
Come on.
And there you go.
We got this.
And so yeah, Ryu, this is something that you can literally do. Dead ass serious.
Yep. Dead ass. Okay. So what can they find you with, man?
Y'all can find me on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube at Disparity RTS, TBS, and RPGs. Let y'all know I currently got like a couple Let's Plays going on, such as Songs of Conquest. I have Total War Pharaoh going on. I have Total War Warhammer 3. And then I have 3 videos going on at the moment as well. I have I have 3 scripts working on. One for RPGs, one for RTS games, and one for a review. Lots of things I got going on. A lot of projects, a lot of works. Guys, I am like 2 to 3 subscribers away from 1,400 subscribers. My main goal of this year is 1,450. Now, currently at the moment, because of the summertime heat, I currently do not live stream throughout the summer. So I'm most likely not coming back into the live stream world until probably mid-September or early September at the earliest. Appreciate you, Riddler, for having me on here. Next time, we definitely gonna talk about some RTS games. Because I'm gonna have to show y'all some strategy games for sure.
Yeah. No, we actually need to we need to live stream one of them. Like some pop-up comments. They're serious.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind doing that. You got to be able to find like what's what and everything else.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I try to even in BMG, I try to post gaming news that actually has nothing to do with the culture war and all that. It's just this is what's going on. This company is trying to work on XYZ thing or whatever going on. Mm-hmm. That way we actually got some actual gaming news and not just gaming cultural news. Like dead serious.
Yeah.
But y'all, seriously, I want to thank y'all for coming back and checking this out. Dead serious. This has been the trilogy edition of Coffee Conversation that Disparity has been on here 3 times now. Shout out to Antichrist.
Antichrist.
Yeah, I was about to say Antichrist. I really was. But Ashley, you fucking awesome, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Like this was that video. That was no hate to you or anything else. We agree with you. 100%. Yeah, we agree. Do take that in mind. Please do not take that as hate. Because you're probably gonna mess me, want to cuss me out.
Also, big shout out to the ATOM multi-stream plugin. They just released that. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that thing is the truth.
If you really want to like multi-stream, I'm going to post a link in chat if I can to really stream. This is important because you can connect to multiple streaming platforms for free. As long as you have a computer that can handle it. All right, so I can't post it, but really, I'll give it to you. You can post it right here. It's going to be the DMs. There you go. Yeah, definitely check that out.
Okay, hold on. That they actually updated it. It's like a lot easier now. No joke. Like they actually made it like 1,000 times easier now. Because I had my original problem when I started. But they actually fixed my problem, believe it or not. They actually fixed my problem.
Well, a lot of people's problem was like it had something to do with the audio. Like I remember I was doing a test stream, and like one of my test streams on YouTube, the audio was fine, but then one of the audio, like another source of audio, was like really low. It was really weird. But yeah, they fixed that though.
Yeah. I went in there and they fixed my shit. Like them there twice. They got like 2 different people on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're serious. Like they own helping people now. Don't think that you will not get no help from them. They will help you. If you don't understand, whatever. All you gotta do, just put in your issue in a thread and just wait a bit. Somebody gonna get somebody who gonna respond to you.
Like I said, you can once again, guys, you can find me on YouTube and also on X with the same handle down below. And trust me, on X, by the way, I might have 2 profiles. One of them is fake because it's not mine. If you see this pretty face, you know what it is.
Yeah. Somebody actually comment.
Oh, great conversation. Riddler and Disparity both bring such valuable insights to the table. Your knowledge perspective. Yeah, thank you, dude. No, thank you. I appreciate that. You know,
I'm just an old man.
Like I have a lot to say, but I just don't say it because it's not like sometimes it's going to get heard, sometimes it's not going to get heard. It just depends on people, I guess, right?
Yeah. And also, if anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns, you are more than welcome to leave them. They will get answered by me. I have a curious cat. Disparities, Twitch. Goddamn, YouTube, Twitter is in the description as well. Do check him out. He has about 30 goddamn playlists full of different RTS games where he actually, believe it or not, he actually explains the fucking game first before he actually gets into it.
I do.
I'm not even joking. Dead ass serious. But we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for coming by. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. This has been another Coffee and Conversation.
Yes, sir.
Y'all stay good to each other. We out of here.
Later. Thank you. Really appreciate it. You have a good night, sir.
Later.
Later.